Now, data grids. A data grid displays a number of related records from a database, one to a line. Now we'll look at a data grid here, and I'll just get in there. Now on the right hand side, at the far right hand side column, you see we have a navigation bar. With that navigation bar we can move to the top of a database, and we can move to the bottom of a database. We can move up one page, and we can move down one page. And we can also move up one item at a time and down one item at a time by clicking the down button. Very simple, straightforward. Okay, next we're going to look at reordering the columns in a data grid, which means moving the columns around. To reorder columns in a data grid, click and hold down the mouse button on the column heading that is to be moved, then use the drag and drop technique to move the column into the required position. As you can see, we've moved the storage column over next to the description and back again. Okay, next we will look at resizing or hiding columns in a data grid. To change the width of a column in a data grid, drag the column boundary on the right hand side of the column as per the standard Windows functionality. This method can also be used to hide a column in a data grid by dragging the column boundary to the left until the column is hidden. Now you will notice when you've done that, the two little vertical lines will appear on your cursor. That means there is a hidden column. So in that case you can just click and drag the column back out again. Next we'll go on to sorting data within a data grid. To sort the data based on the information in a particular column, click on the left mouse button on the column heading and highlight the sort option. Select whether to sort the data in ascending or descending order. Now we'll look at filtering and highlighting rows in a data grid. To filter and highlight information for a particular column in the data grid, click the left mouse button on the column heading and select the filter option. The column filter dialog box is displayed. The available options that may be used to display the filtered data in the data grid are as follows. You can discard rows that fail one or more filter comparisons. You can highlight rows that fail one or more filter comparisons. And thirdly, highlight rows that pass all filter comparisons. Now when filtering data, up in the top box we have the comparison box, and generally we'd select the word contains, and then in the right hand side box in the value section we type in the value of what we're wishing to search for, and in this case we're searching for Momo. And we have to untick the match case because if Momo in our database is in capitals, then if your value is in lowercase it will not be able to match that value for you. We click OK and it brings up our selection of Momo items. Okay, now highlighting selected rows in a data grid. In the data grid, click on the column heading and select the filter option once again. For this example, filter the column in the extended description, and we'll pick the value of Achille. So we'll look up Achille and we'll click OK, undo the match case. So we've selected Achille, and as you can see in red at the bottom it is highlighted the Achille, all the Achilles that it finds in red. Now to remove the filter option we click on the column, click on the filter, and we go across to the remove filter button, click on that and OK. and it just takes us back. Now we'll look at the Report Manager. The Pronto Report Manager can be accessed from anywhere within Pronto using one of the following methods. There's F5, or we can select the Report Manager button on the toolbar, as like that, or selecting it from the File toolbar and we click on Report Manager. When a report has been spooled, details of the report are displayed in the Report Manager screen. So we'll press F5, brings up the Report Manager, we click Enter all the way through, and now we will press on the Show button. It's loading a report, and here is our report. This is a report of our stock. Okay, so exporting reports to Excel, we bring up the data grid that we wish to export. The next thing is we will, on our toolbar, we will click onto the button, the Excel report button, and it brings up another data grid, which, as you will notice, is in Microsoft Excel. It's brought up a tab at the bottom of the page, and if you click on that, you can now see the report in Microsoft Excel.